people coming in and saying the genes don't adhere to the process, because I as a councillor, I heard you, and I went, because a good friend of mine lived there, Blondie. I know the area, but I don't want these people to thinking that you got a council here that's just going to let the Band-Aid off for this evening, because what is the biggest stop block for taking, not a building, not a permit, but taking it and putting it back in to the mayor's hands and the council's hands? Because guess what? This area will always be a bone of contention. We have spent almost $100 million. Did we do it right? No. I was part of that. I own it. But we're only trying to make, so what would be, what would be the best outcome of that property?
Thanks, Councilor Roth. Go ahead, Michelle. The best outcome you could, I think the question is the best outcome you could hope for.
If you went to the property, then you are well aware that there is a slope issue there. There is a slope issue. The land was fully cleared. Water is draining completely down, creating crevices, and is draining down to the Clearwater River. My concern is simply this. When I purchased land out in Draper, I was required to follow the permitting process. And it was the most horrible, contentious thing my husband and I ever did. And that was just coming off an expropriation of our house, was having to deal with planning and development. I was also required to spend $40,000 to get a geotechnical investigation. I was required to have an environmental assessment. I didn't even have a tree cleared, and I had to have this done. So when I see an egress, an emergency access road being built, and I question planning and development on it, and I am told that an application only has been put forth, then why is the road built?
The road, to me, the road is not built. The drainage issues are the owners, like anybody, and I think everything that you just said, that's what the permitting place is. So I don't want people to think that we're just running haddock. So again, the biggest concern is that they're not following the process. Well, I can ask, because they stopped work last winter, and there was nobody had a sense. I have my truck there. I walk my dog there. And as you go up top where my trailer was, at the end of the day...
Mayor Bowman, should he be asking this when he's obviously clearly had relations with that property and family? I'm feeling a little not comfortable in this situation.
We can not be debating back and forth.
No, I just asked.
If you have a direct question, Councilor McGrath, but we're not going to debate with the presenters.
Sure. As an elected official, what would you like this evening become of this?
I would like the land use bylaw, which includes the municipal development plan, the current one starting January 1st, 2026. I would like it to be enforced for Draper.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Fair enough. Thank you.
Thanks, Councilor McGrath. Councilor Weigel.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Is it appropriate to ask administration questions based on things that Michelle said?
I'd say take notes and we'll go back to that after we finish.